We've got fuel, we've got lorries, we've got petrol stations, but we don't have drivers. According to The Guardian, the driver shortage is due to a need for a separate qualification to deliver hazardous substances, which is the most information you're going to get this whole video. The government have urged people not to panic buy, but if you take a look behind me, you can see that no one has listened. And we joined that very queue earlier. I made a little vlog of it. Enjoy the journey, I guess. So I live in a town called Ashford, it's in Kent. And apparently the southeast is the most affected, southeastern London, by this fake fuel crisis. We are going to Oso Retro tomorrow, and my Polo is on the red line. Now, when it's on the red line, there's still a little bit of mileage left, but definitely not enough to get me to the show and back. And I've refused to panic buy. Someone texted me saying there's fuel, and I'm panicking. So right now we're heading to a Tesco to get some. Apparently there's only super unleaded left, but thanks to the new E10, E5 situation, I think I have to get super unleaded anyway. So it kind of works out. So that's where we're heading right now. I'm with my pal Jake, Obs, and yeah, we're just gonna go and get some fuel in the Polo, which I love. I won't love it after driving it an hour and a half tomorrow morning, but like right now, I love her. We're at the petrol station, and me and Jake cleaned my car, and I have no number plates on it. This is like, I don't even know how many times this has happened now. This is beyond dumb. I am dumb. So I've spoken to my fiance, and she is bringing me my number plates, and I'm hoping so bad that I don't get like pulled over or anything. But we are in a queue, what seems like is for fuel. Well, it must be for fuel. Or Tesco's really busy. Well, Tesco is sometimes busy on a weekend, but yeah, so, I mean, there's people cutting in. All right, yeah, anyway, so I just thought I'd tell you, hopefully the number plates get here with much time. You might have to jump out and get them.
Yeah, get them from right here.
Yeah.
Which ain't got a queue.
No diesel.
Tesco did do a sneak.
Super unleaded only. See that? So you see it? Man, that was on camera, me being a nice guy. Mate, he's just going to go and take all the super unleaded. Super unleaded only, yeah, okay, cool. So I have enough fuel to like drive around and stuff, but if I sit in traffic for ages only to find out there's no fuel, that's a lot of fuel I'm going to use.
Yeah.
I'm panic buying. I'm panic buying.
No.
I'm buying it, I'm panicking.
No, but you got no fuel, so you're not panic buying. You're buying it because it's essential.
That's not essential, is it? Do you believe there is a fuel crisis right now?
From what I'm aware, it's the crisis. Well, the shortage in fuel is due to the HGV drivers not being able to import the fuel. Whether there's a fuel shortage, I'm not too sure.
Have you fueled up in the last 24 hours?
I haven't fueled up in the last 24 hours.
How much fuel do you have?
I've got half a tank now.
If people let Kerry bars, she can actually just go round, like she can legally go around this traffic, right?
Yeah. But Kerry being Kerry, do you think she will just barge past people or shrink?
Mate, in that Mercedes, Kerry is a different person,
Is she?
trust me. She will barge past. Only because she would never barge past to cheat. She would just barge past to get, like, because she knows where she's going. Like, if she was going shopping, for example, they're 100%.
At the moment, I'm on paternity leave because my wife has just had our first child.
Congrats.
So I fueled up before.
Yeah.
Just in case it could happen at any time.
I was going to say, at least you're not waiting now for that.
Exactly. So I've got.
But you could probably Facebook that excuse anyway if she was still. Exactly. Like, just does anyone know where there's fuel? Please let me in. My wife is pregnant.
Exactly. So, but yeah, so it is when I was pulling up. This is the first time I've seen it. Coming out the house just to collect the fuel and seeing how long the queue is.
Thank you. Give me a kiss. Uh-oh. There we go. Now it's legal.
That was pretty slick.
Right? Pretty good. I'd love to know what the car behind us is thinking. Okay, we have literally been warned. I don't know how they do it in time, but they have started putting signs up at the end of the road saying no fuel, because they estimate that in 10 minutes time they're going to run out of fuel. We're definitely not going to put fuel in our car in 10 minutes time, but we're here.
Yeah.
So surely they think there's this much. Otherwise, they'd probably just close off now. There is a man down there with a Ford
Capri.
Ford Capri. Looks like a Ford Capri. It's not a Ford guy. I might not even know. That's pushing it. I am on the same as I've been since the beginning, which is weird. It's not actually moved, which is great. And actually, you know what? I'm a bit scared. I'm not gonna lie, mate. What is like? I know I'm here queuing fuel. I am part of the problem. But I'm going to say, I think that I have a little bit of doubt that everyone here is in the same position that I am. Not meaning that like everyone, like nobody here is in the same situation as I am. There's a guy pushing his car. But these people, look at her. Look at this lady just trying to push in. Wait, is she allowed to push in?
Yes. She's a member of staff.
Oh. What? Oh wait, should I go forward or not? I'm so confused.
Oh no, if you can stay there for me. So
Okay.
you need to join the queue, I'm afraid.
That man. Oh my god. Okay, I take back shame with that lady earlier. She's staff. She works here. So they actually have fuel reserved for the staff by the sounds of the conversation they just had, which is whatever. I don't work here, so I can't reap the benefits. And you know what? If I worked here, maybe I'd think the same. I'd want to be able to get some fuel. Maybe I've got a new thing for this video, uncovering Tesco's secret diesel scheme. Look at her just innocently getting diesel. But she works here, so that's fine. Do you know what actually? What other companies do you reckon is actually looking after their stuff? BP ain't doing it, let me tell you that now.
Yeah.
No way. They cause all this shit.
As far as fuel crisis, I'm not too sure.
It's people. People is the problem.
And
And I feel like I'm part of the problem now that I've filled up, but you know, I queued for an hour and a half, right?
But it depends if you came with about 4 jerry cans in the back of your car.
Yeah,
ready
I was saying I was regretting because I wanted to come with like 6 jerry cans, get up at the tank, and then just get them all out. Just as a joke.
Just see the reactions.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But anyway, we're here. We're gonna do it, Jake. Are you fucking ready, bro? I've never waited for anything in my whole life. Ever. That's why I have no money. Pumping use? Oh my god, that sweet, sweet nectar, baby. I don't even know which one. Premium unleaded only. I mean, what can you say? I don't know if I should believe them though, because at this point, Tesco might have lied. They have their own staff fuel pump they didn't tell me about. Now, I wasn't going to fill this up because I don't need it to be full. But now because of the queue of getting in here, I feel like I've earned the right to fill it up. And I also feel like 10 extra litres isn't going to make a difference to anyone. But that's the problem, is everyone's probably feeling the same thing. But if everyone just came in, got a little bit of fuel, we'd all be fine. I'm the only one talking at the pump, no one else. Oh, some just spilt on my shoe. Oh, some really spilt out. I've wasted some fuel. There's a fuel crisis and I've wasted some. All right. I'm so sorry. Oh, how embarrassing. Spill some on the floor. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not to go forward. I also drive an automatic in my spare time. Okay, so I did record a mediocre outro, but it turns out Jake doesn't know how to look at a camera screen, and my camera's out of memory. But basically, my initial thing I wanted to do with this video was to interview a load of people while in the queue. And you know, the mood just didn't feel right for that. There were so many people that were just pissed off, and I thought maybe it's not funny to make a joke out of this joke that's happening right now. As just like a closing statement, I think ultimately the issue is down to us. Tesco and Sainsbury's and BP and Shell are all getting deliveries fairly normally, but because of the risk of shortage, people are just out there buying it. I kind of don't blame them a little bit. In the last 24 hours alone, I've filled up 2 of my cars because 1, my fiance needs to get to work every single day next week, and 2, I'm going to a car show tomorrow. Is the car show a priority? Is that something I should just go, nah, can't go if there's no fuel and I'm not a key worker or anything like that, so maybe I don't count for the whole, you know, needing to get out thing. But then where do you draw the line on being allowed to buy fuel? Who's policing that? No one. So yeah, I don't know, difficult subject, and I still think it's funny. I wanted to go, like I said, I wanted to go and interview people, but it just seemed everyone that I'd walked past just looked angry. Other than the one guy that I met, and seemed like the friendliest guy. And the only reason I got to interview him was because he randomly pulled up after we got fuel and just said, this might sound like a weird question, but can I take a picture of your car? I replied, this might sound like a weirder question, can I interview if you do that? And he said yes. He didn't even know at that point. I think I said, can I interview you about the fuel shortage? And he probably thought he was getting interviewed for something way more professional than this, but sorry, bro. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Stardubs. And I don't know why I had to remember that. That's not what's wrong with me. And yeah, that's it. Thanks. Bye 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 bye.